Hello everyone, in this video I'll be going over how to use your Screenplay Editor in Pretend. When you first launch a new project, you'll notice that your Screenplay Editor has a default scene heading at the top. From here, you can choose to start writing your own script within Pretend. However, if you already have a script written, you can upload it into Pretend as long as it's a fountain file format. Just go to File, Import, and then Import Fountain Screenplay. Fountain files are the most basic forms of script files and are available for export in almost every other screenplay application. So just be sure to check your export menu if you're exporting out of another screenplay app to upload your script into Pretend. Once you import your script, you'll notice that all of it has loaded into your Screenplay Editor, and that all of your scenes have been detected and made into scene groups in your library's story structure. You can easily switch between your editing panel and Screenplay Editor by hitting the Screenplay Editor's toggle button on the main bar. You can also notice that the first default screenplay and the scene heading from when you first open your project is still here in your library. If you'd like to load this first scene back into your Screenplay Editor, simply select it in your library. But for the purpose of this video, we'll just stick to the imported script, so I'll delete this one. Even once you've imported a script, you can still make any changes you like. If you were to add a scene, you'll notice that this new scene appears on the left-hand side of your Screenplay Editor in your navigation panel. When writing in your Screenplay Editor, Pretend will automatically format your script for you, recognizing scene headings, actions, characters, dialogue, and even parentheticals and transitions. Simply start typing your scene heading, and Pretend will help you format the rest. Once you're done, hit Enter, and start writing your actions. Hit Enter twice if you want to start typing a character's name, and then Enter again after that to start writing its dialogue. Just like in your library's story structure, the Screenplay Editor displays a list of all your scenes in its navigation panel, which can easily be collapsed by using this toggle button. You can also click on a scene in here to bring that scene to the top of your text editor. You can access your Screenplay Editor menu by either right-clicking in your navigation panel or by clicking on the menu button on the lower left side. From this menu, you can add a new script to your project by clicking on Add Show. You can modify your current script by adding new story groups such as scenes or shots, and you can also print your script and even export it as a fountain file. When you feel like you're done writing your script, you can start to add shots. You can switch from story to shot mode by clicking on the toggle button at the top of the Screenplay Editor. Once in shot mode, you can start adding shots. Simply click and drag anywhere within a scene. This is called shot lining and is a common method for organizing all of the different camera shots that you might want to get during production. When you let go, you'll notice that a new shot has appeared in your navigation panel, as well as a new shot group in your story structure. Side note, story groups, including scene and shot groups, all have their own timelines, which you can access by double-clicking on a group's name in the story structure. Something else to know is that all of your story groups and their timelines can all be seen together in your main show group. The length and order of these timelines has been determined by the length and order of your scenes in your script. After you've started editing, if you make changes to your script and want to see those changes represented in your timelines, simply click on the Sync Timelines button on the lower left side of your Screenplay Editor. Finally, you can also choose to add information relevant to each of the shots you've traced, such as the type of shot, camera movement, the shot's angle, and even the lens you want to use to shoot the shot. All useful information to think about in order to not waste any time on set. You can even add a brief description of any notes that might be useful to you or your crew later on. At last, if you need to make any changes to your script after lining shots, just switch back to story mode. Your shots won't be present in story mode, but don't worry, they'll be right back where you left them when you switch back to shot mode. And there you go. You're now ready to start using your Screenplay Editor in Pretend.